everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have some more DVD pickups to share with you guys, and in this video I actually do have some DVDs to share with you guys. I have been saying in the past how I need to find a new name for this video series, because I do show other stuff as well, such as Laserdiscs, Blu-rays, and records as well. I don't really collect VHS tapes or cassette tapes or anything else like that really. So in this video series I've been focusing mainly on DVDs, but of course there's also been the odd Blu-ray and Laserdisc as well. So if you guys can help me out with a new name for the series, I'd be grateful. Otherwise, let's just get right into it. So first up, I have a Blu-ray that I want to show you guys. I got this from the thrift store that's just down the street from me. I got it for $3.99. It features the DVD and the Blu-ray release of this movie. It's Ponyo. Now, I might be saying it wrong because I've heard it both ways, but I'm not too certain right now at the time. But it's either Studio Ghibli or Studio Ghibli, but I think it's Ghibli. I have not personally watched this movie. I don't know much about it. It seems to have something to do with The Little Mermaid, at least that's what it says. But I have seen many other Studio Ghibli movies, and I thought, you know what, might as well give this a chance. Now at the same thrift store, but on another day, I saw this movie here. Another sort of recent, well, this one's a pretty recent release that I thought I should at least give the time of day to this movie, just because I've heard so many good things about this movie. But I don't know, it was $2.99 and it did come with a digital copy code that still worked, surprisingly. It's Silver Linings Playbook, and it still has the slipcover as well. Not that that really matters, but it was nice to see it on there still. Now the next DVD that I actually got this at a Value Village pretty far away. It's near the northwest end of the city. And at this Value Village on this day, I had also seen a pretty special DVD player as well. The DVD player in question was a Samsung something. I forget the exact model number on it. But the point that I'm trying to make is that the special factor to this DVD player was that it had Nuon technology as well. And for those of you that don't know, Nuon was this stupid attempt to sort of, I suppose, what they ended up using it for was putting some video games on a DVD player. They were just very basic games like Space Invaders and Tetris, but there were a couple of other games as well. And I think it did add something different to the DVD watching experience as well, but not too certain about that. But they had the player price at $14.99, and the disc tray was kind of stiff, so I just left it behind. But I ended up grabbing this movie here for $3.99. I could have sworn that DVDs at Value Village only cost $2.99, but apparently it was $3.99. It's Godzilla 2000, and it did come with sort of I don't know what to call this exactly. Sort of pamphlet of upcoming releases as well on DVD, just included there as well. I was really happy to find that there. Now moving on to, I suppose, today, I got a deal off of Kijiji. I met this guy who just lives down the street from me. He was selling a bunch of Laserdiscs, but he didn't have anything priced. He didn't even have a sort of generic price for everything. Well, he didn't even have like a sort of price for the entire set of Laserdiscs either. So it was pretty much make an offer, see what he says. So initially I offered him $10 for the first two movies I'm going to show you guys here. Considering that I usually pay about $2 to $6 per Laserdisc, I thought, well, I'll just offer $10, see what he says for these two movies. And I thought it was a decent enough price. First movie here is The Time Machine, and it is the older one, not the remake. So that's definitely a nice one to grab. And the other one that I grabbed was a Criterion Collection release of Ghostbusters. While I was meeting with him, though, I did ask him what else he still sort of had for sale. Because he had a huge list of stuff, but not everything was still available. Some people were planning to meet him to pick up some other movies later on today and tomorrow. But I asked him about this movie here, still had it, so I offered him another $5 for this movie here. Again, another Criterion Collection release. It's Alfred Hitchcock's Notorious. And all of these were in absolutely perfect condition. This one here does have a little bit of creasing on the sleeve at the bottom, but you might just be able to vaguely make it out there. Otherwise, they are all in very good condition. Moving on, though, I did get some more Laserdiscs, and I actually got these from a store that I've been finding a lot of Laserdiscs at lately. BMV, it's a bookstore that also sells DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS tapes, Laserdiscs, records, CDs, cassette tapes, and also video games and other random crap as well. They have had a lot of Laserdiscs come in recently, and I've been having my sort of pick of them. So, very happy to find some of these here. And other ones, they just seemed kind of weird and random, so I thought, sure, why not? I got these, well, I'll mention the price of each and every one, because they vary from $2.99 to $8.99. So the first one here is Best of the 22nd International Tourney of Animation. That one there was $2.99. And I got this just because it's a collection of animated shorts with different forms of animation, from stop motion to claymation, different sort of mediums used, and I don't know, just the style of some of these animations looked kind of interesting to me, and for $2.99 I thought, sure, why not? The next one that I got is something that I sort of cherish from my childhood. I absolutely loved this as a little kid. It's Wallace and Gromit, A Grand Day Out, and The Wrong Trousers. Now, Wrong Trousers is the one that I remember better, but A Grand Day Out, I don't remember if that's the one where, yeah, they go to the moon and eat moon cheese. I absolutely loved these as a kid. I was really happy to see that, and for just $2.99, I knew I had to grab it. Moving on, the next movie here is a sort of, I think it came out in the 50s, yeah. 50s B horror movie, pretty funny concept here. It's called Earth versus the Flying Saucers. It was $3.99 for this one here, and I think what sold me on this was the screenshot on the back of the guy getting his like brain, I don't know, beamed out of his head or fried or teleported or something. It just seemed kind of funny there, and I do have a sort of interest in these cruddy sci-fi or horror movies from the 50s and 60s, so again, when I see something like that, I feel compelled to go ahead and buy it. Now, just moving on to the next one, I have two more here that I want to show you guys. I got this one here for $4.99. I'm not too certain if there was a Criterion Collection release of this on DVD or Laserdisc, on DVD or Blu-ray, but I know that there was the Laserdisc printing of the Criterion Collection version. The sleeve on this is a little bit ripped, which kind of sucks, but at least everything else is in good condition and everything is still present. It's the Criterion Collection version of The Wizard of Oz Special 50th Anniversary Edition. and it does have a nice fold out with added information on the inside as well. And of course the ruby red glittering slippers there. Now the last movie that I got is a movie that I had only just recently seen. I actually saw this movie last fall and I personally enjoyed it. I wish I had been able to see the end of this movie back then, but because of time constraints, I never actually finished the movie, which kind of sucked. But I was watching this movie in a class, and we just did not have the time to finish it. It's a old Soviet sci-fi movie from the 20s. Actually, I think it's from 1924. I'm gonna try to say this guy's name. Yakov Protazanov's Aelita, the Queen of Mars. And this here, while it is pretty much communist Soviet propaganda, it is a pretty interesting example of sort of sci-fi of the time, the aesthetic, and I absolutely love this movie. And when I saw it, I knew I had to have it. I know $8.99 is kind of steep to pay for a Laserdisc, but I really have never seen this movie on any other format in person. So when I saw it on a format that I can play, and for a fairly decent price, $8.99, you can't really complain all that much about it. There really wasn't a second thought in my mind. I knew that I was putting money towards this and getting it. So I was very happy to add that to my collection as well. And that's pretty much what I've gotten over the last week or so. One more Blu-ray disc, 2 more DVDs, and another stack of Laserdiscs as well. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below. And also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you'd like. And that's it. See ya.